Yo, what's good, you guys? It's your boy here, and today we will be doing another review, and today we will be reviewing Cold Vein. Cold Vein is an action role-playing, single-player, and multiplayer game developed and published by Namco Namco Entertainment. So, plot-wise, this game is set in a near future. The world has fallen into a mysterious calamity known as the Great Collapse. In order to fight the monsters that began emerging around the world's humanity created the Revenants. Human corpses brought back to life by implanting a biological organ regenerative parasite within the heart, acting as a vampiric fighters with unique abilities. So your custom character awakens in the ruins of an unknown city only as a vein sealed within a red ring of fog known as the Galley of the Mists. Guided by a girl in white named Io to a blood spring plant, the player learns that society is falling apart due to the scarcity of blood beads due to the levy and distribution system, and the very few humans remaining in the city being protected by Sylvia's provisional government established shortly after Operations Queenslayer, leading to revenants to frenzy and becoming the Lost. And since your custom character is the only person that will be able to clear away the miasma and is the only one that will be able to create blood beads, you have to literally band together to attempt to find sources of blood beads technically. So gameplay wise, you will be able to play this game from a third person perspective, and the gameplay was technically inspired by the Dark Souls series, and the animation is also inspired by God Eater 3. The customization is great. You can customize a shit ton of characters with a shit ton of ways to style your character, and I just completely love it. And despite the more fast-paced combat requires through blocking, maneuvering, and striking, and managing your own stamina as well as your anchor, an element that acts like a mana, but the overall gameplay is not really different in any way. It's mostly comparison to Bloodborne and Dark Souls, but the RPG elements does show itself. So the Blood also offers pathways to RPG style upgrades that make a big difference in combat, most especially against larger monsters. There's also a significant variety of weapons and tools that are used to extract blood from enemies, though there are limits on how many can be carried at once, and there will be AI assistants who can come with their own skills and buffs. These can interchange the home base, bringing the tactical elements into partnerships. They also can be helped by situations with their survival and key to progress. As a vampire, you have access to various abilities, which are selected from a cluster of icons in the bottom right corner of the screen, which includes special weapons as well as buffs. All this is supplemented with a focus gauge, which increased the power of attacks. It looks like focus increased with smartly timed combat move both offensively and defensively. Most of the Lost is literally different in each area that you're in, and it's kind of like rinse and repeat the further on you go on, but as you go a little bit further, it is different and it is definitely challenging at the same time. You will also encounter big gigantic boss battles as well. Some bosses are 10 times harder than others, but you can get by because of the online multiplayer. So most of the multiplayer is PvE, and you have to send a rescue signal for other revenants to join your party. The players match your condition of automatically selecting and summon on the field. However, you can only summon another player to the field that you haven't already cleared. If you want to explore another player's field with them, you can select to receive rescue signal from other revenants, and you'll receive a rescue signal from other revenants in the field you haven't already reached, and you can jump to help them. You can also do these weird blood trials by touching the red traces around the world. All you have to do is technically just look. A blood trial will commence where the Lost barge one after the next. By overcoming these trials, you can obtain upgraded materials. After talking to Davis, you can also do the depths towers of the trials. it's where you can literally fight most of the monsters that you encountered in the game. If you talk to Aya, you will be able to restore some of the vestige. Vestige are literally gifts and blood codes, and by consuming those blood codes, you will be able to learn some of the backstories on some of the characters like Coco, Davis, and Louis, and by doing so, you will be able to get their blood code, which technically means you'll get most of their passives and abilities. The last thing that I probably end up wanting to talk about is the online. For the most part, I really had no problems with the online, but when I did come across like 1 or 2 players, it was just really lagging. It was just really bad, to a point where I could barely even play. And only one time that I actually experienced like some type of like weird frame rate drop, but it's nothing really game breaking. So I've covered mostly in and out of this game, so I'm going to hop into my overview. So on the positive side of things, I love the plot. The customization was the RPG elements I kind of like, which is like the blood codes. The game was definitely challenging. I kind of like most of the gameplay mechanics in the game. I kind of like the trials in the game, and I kind of like the vestiges because it brings a whole lot of backstory for most of the characters, and I like the online. And on the negative side of things, I did encounter a shit ton of lag online, and I did experience a frame rate drop once. So the game came out in June 5th, 2018. The game should be in most platforms, so PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. In your local stores, it should be around $39.99 or about $36.99, literally at the $30 or $40 price range. If you get the game digitally, it's originally $59.99. Right now, currently, it's literally having a sale on PlayStation 4. They also had a sale on Xbox One, but probably by the time that I make this video, it's probably going to be too late. So it's $59.99 digitally, but whenever you catch it on sale, for the most part, it's about $35.99. So overall, this game is definitely good, but it's hard for me to recommend it at full price. So I advise you to wait till the price drops, or if you really want to get the game, you can get the game at full price. It's mostly all up to you. So that is my review. So of course, if you like this review, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I do reviews, videos, PvP matches, streams, and more. And if you haven't yet, please don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page and my Twitch account, because I stream on those platforms as well. Everything should be in the description box below, and I'll catch you guys on the next review.